solving quadratic equations by factoring. In this lesson, we will apply the following. Number 1, factoring out the greatest common factor. Number 2, factoring the difference of two squares. Number 3, factoring perfect square trinomials. Number 4, factoring quadratic trinomials. Example number 1. Solve 6x squared minus 10x is equal to 0. The left side of the equation is a difference of two terms. But then, we cannot apply factoring the difference of two squares. The first term and the second term are not perfect square terms. We cannot extract the square root of 6x squared exactly, and we cannot extract the square root of 10x exactly. Let us try to apply factoring out the greatest common factor. Let us factor 6x squared. 6x squared is equals to 2 times 3 times x times x. Let us factor the second term, 10x. 2 times 5 times x. We can see that 2x is the common factor. In fact, it is the greatest common factor of 6x squared and 10x. So write 2x. And then divide 6x squared by 2x. 6x squared divided by 2x is equals to 3x. So write 3x. And then divide negative 10x by 2x. Negative 10x divided by 2x is equal to negative 5. So write negative 5 is equal to 0. Equate each factor to 0. The first factor is 2x. The second factor is 3x minus 5. So we have 2x is 0 or 3x minus 5 is 0. Let us solve for x in the first equation. Divided by 2, divided by 2. So x is equal to 0 because 0 over 2 is 0. Let's go to the second equation. Let us transpose negative 5 to the other side and change its sign from negative to positive. 3x is equal to 5. And then divide the left side by the coefficient of x. And the coefficient of x is 3. So divide this by 3 and also divide the right side by 3. So our answer is x is equals to 5 over 3. Example number 2. 4x squared minus 25 is equal to 0. The left side of the equation is a difference of two squares. So we can apply factoring the difference of two squares. The factors are the sum and the difference of the square roots of 4x squared and 25. The square root of 4x squared is 2x because 2x times 2x is 4x squared. And the square root of 25 is 5 because 5 times 5 is 25. So the sum of this and the difference of this. 2x plus 5, 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. This is the first factor and this is the second factor. Equate each of them to 0. So 2x plus 5 is 0 or 2x minus 5 is 0. Transpose positive 5 to the other side and change the sign from positive to negative. Divide both sides by the coefficient of x. So divided by 2, divided by 2. So x is equal to negative 5 over 2. Let's go to the second equation. Transpose negative 5 to the other side and change its sign from negative to positive. So it is now positive 5. Divide the left side and the right side by the coefficient of x. So divided by 2, divided by 2. So our answer is 5 over 2. X is 5 over 2. Example number 3. Solve x minus 3 close parenthesis the square minus 16 is equal to 0. This is also a difference of two squares. We can extract the square root of the first term and then we can extract the square root of the second term. The square root of x minus 3 close parenthesis square is x minus 3. And the square root of 16 is 4. So we have this plus this and then this minus this. Okay. So x minus 3 plus 4, x minus 3 minus 4. We will simplify this by removing the parentheses inside the other grouping symbol. So we have x minus 3 plus 4, x minus 3 minus 4. Simplifying further, we add negative 3 to positive 4 or combine negative 3 to positive 4, that is positive 1. Then negative 3, negative 4 is negative 7. So we have x minus 7 is equal to 0. Equate its factor to 0. So x plus 1 is 0 or x minus 7 is 0. Solve for x in the first equation. Transpose positive 1 to the other side and change its sign. So we have now 0 minus 1. Positive 1 became negative 1 here. So we have x is equals to negative 1. And then here, transpose negative 7 to the other side. Negative 7 is now positive 7 on the other side. So we have 0 plus 7, and then x is equal to 7. So our answer is x is equals to negative 1 and x is equal to 7. Example number 4. X squared plus 12x plus 36 is equal to 0. There are three terms on the left side of the equation, 1, 2, 3. We can see that we can extract the square root of the first term and also the square root of the third term. The square root of the third term is 6. If you multiply that by the square root of the first term, we get 6x, and then if you multiply that by 2, we get 12x, which is the middle term. So we can apply factoring perfect square trinomials. The square root of the first term is x. The square root of the third term is 6. So we have x plus the 6 close parenthesis square. Let us determine whether the trinomial is a perfect square trinomial. Square the first term, x times x, x squared. Multiply the first term by the second term and then multiply the product by 2. So 6 times x is 6x times 2 is 12x. This can be written as x plus 6 times x plus 6 is equal to 0. Then equate its factor to 0. x plus 6 is equal to 0, or x plus 6 is equal to 0. Solve for x. Transpose positive 6 to the other side, change its sign from positive to negative. So x is equal to negative 6. Let's go to the second equation. Transpose positive 6 to the other side, it will become negative 6 on the other side. So we have x is equal to negative 6. Example number 5. 4x squared minus 28x is equal to negative 49. The right side of the equation is not equal to 0. It is negative 49. In solving quadratic equations by factoring, the right side of the equation should be equal to 0. So we have to transpose negative 49 to the left side and change its sign. So we have now 4x squared minus 28x plus 49 is equal to 0. We can see that we can extract the square root of the first term. The square root of 4x squared is 2x, and we can extract the square root of 49. It is 7. 2x times 7 is 14x. 14x times 2 is 28x. So we can apply factoring perfect square trinomials. So the square root of 4x squared is 2x. The square root of 49 is 7. So we have 2x minus 7 close parenthesis square. This is minus because the sign of the second term is minus or negative. Now, we have now 2x minus 7 close parenthesis square is 0. This can be written as 2x minus 7 times 2x minus 7 is equal to 0. Equate its factor to 0. So 2x minus 7 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 7 is equal to 0. Transpose negative 7 to the other side and change its sign. So we have 2x is equal to 7. Divide both sides by the coefficient of x. So divide by 2 and then divide by 2. We get x is equal to 7 over 2. Let's go to the second equation. Transpose negative 7 to the other side. It becomes positive 7. So we have 2x is equal to 7. Divide both sides by 2. So 2x divided by 2 and then 7 divided by 2. We get x is equal to 7 over 2. Example number 6. X squared plus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. Factor the left side. Let us see if we can apply factoring perfect square trinomials. We can extract the square root of the first term, but we cannot extract the square root of the third term. So we cannot apply factoring perfect square trinomials. Let us try to apply factoring quadratic trinomials. The coefficient of x squared is understood to be 1. Multiply 1 by 10. 1 times 10 is 10. Factor 10. 2 and 5 are factors of 10. Copy the left side of the equation. X squared plus 7x plus 10. We can see that if we add 2 to 5, we can get 7, the coefficient of x. So 7x can be split into 2x and 5x. We can write this now as x squared plus 2x plus 5x plus 10. And close in parentheses the first two terms and then the last two terms. Find the greatest common factor of x squared plus 2x, and then factor it out. X. X squared divided by x is x. Then positive 2x divided by x is positive 2. So we have x plus 2. The greatest common factor of 5x plus 10 is the 5 factor it out. 5x divided by positive 5 is x, and positive 10 divided by 5 is positive 2. So x plus 2. You can see that x plus 2 is the same as this one, x plus 2. Copy one of them. And then enclose it parentheses, x and positive 5. These are now the factors of x squared plus 7x plus 10. Let us check if the factors are correct. First term times first term, x times x, x squared. Then outer terms, x times 5 is 5x. Then inner terms, 2 times x, 2x. Add them together, 7x. And then last terms, positive 2 times positive 5 is positive 10. Equate its factors to 0. So x plus 2 is 0, or x plus 5 is equal to 0. Transpose the positive 2 to the other side, it becomes negative 2. So we have x is equal to negative 2. Transpose positive 5 to the other side, change the sign. So we have x is equal to negative 5. Example number 7. 2x squared minus 11x plus 12 is equal to 0. Factor the left side. Multiply the coefficient of x squared by 12. So 2 times 12 is 24. Factor 24. 4 and 6 are factors of 24. 3 and 8 are also factors of 24. 2 and 12 are also factors of 24. Copy the left side of the equation. 2x squared minus 11x plus 12. 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 minus 4 is 2. 3 plus 8 is 11. So we can see that 3 plus 8 is equals to 11, and the coefficient of x here is negative 11. 2 plus 12 is 14. 12 minus 2 is 10. So we are going to use 3 and 8. We can split this 11x into negative 3x and negative 8x, because negative 3x, negative 8x is negative 11x. We can now write this as 2x squared, negative 3x, negative 8x, positive 12. And close in parentheses the first two terms and the last two terms. So we have 2x squared minus 3x, and then minus 8x, negative 12. Positive 12 here became negative because this is minus. The parenthesis is preceded by a minus sign. So change the positive sign to negative. We can check. Let us imagine there is the negative 1 here. Negative 1 times the 8x, negative 8x. Negative 1 times negative 12 is positive 12. And then factor out the greatest common factor here. The greatest common factor here is x, so factor it out. And then here it is 4. Let's see. So factoring out x, we get 2x minus 3, because 2x squared divided by x is 2x, and then negative 3x divided by x, negative 3. And then here 8x divided by 4 is the 2x, and then negative 12 divided by 4 is the negative 3. We can see that 2x minus 3 here is the same as 2x minus 3. Copy one of them. And then enclose in parentheses x and negative 4. These are now the factors of 2x squared minus 11x plus 12. Let us check if the factors are correct. First term times first term. 2x times x is 2x squared. And then outer terms, 2x times the negative 4, negative 8x. And then the inner terms, negative 3 times x, negative 3x, add them together, we get negative 11x. And then last terms, negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. So correct. Equate its factor to 0. So we have 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x minus 4 is equal to 0. Solve for x here. Transpose the negative 3 to the other side. Change the sign. 2x is equal to 3. Divide the left side by 2, and then the right side by 2. And then solve for x. X is equal to 3 over 2. Then solve for x here. Transpose the negative 4 to the other side and change the sign. So x is equal to 4. So the answers are x is equal to 3 over 2 and x is equal to 4.